Horus, my guy, recently improved in this balance patch. Now his skill 3 does Oblivion and prevents them from cleansing the debuff. Let's take it into some Guild Wars and let's see how it does. I already used up all my Guild War attacks, so we're going to do a Guild Siege test well, we're going to do a few different Guild Siege test defenses. That's really where I see this thing being used in the first place. We're going to take Theomars. We do have crit resist. We do have a defense buff. Defense buff as well as attack power buff could be... Now we really need this to land. I mean, to resist the crits. To land? I'm pretty sure that's going to land. Okay, did land. Let's go for a... Should we go for an immunity? Should we go for an attack power buff? Let's go for this. Yeah. Oh, we get both. Nice. I will take both. Both sounds good. Let's do this. Okay. Let's get Oblivion on him. Also cannot be cleansed. Oh, that did well, I suppose that worked. Okay, so this was a decent enough test. All right. And now we can lose. It's fine. We can lose now. Let's do Oblivion on the Anubis next. Watch, they just didn't have any runes. I'm gonna have to go back and have to look at some. Oh, they didn't have any runes. Oh, we can't use this. This is a terrible test. Yeah, they've got enough runes, I suppose. Let's do Oblivion. All right, let's do one of these. You know, thing I'm famous for. Let's do Trip Crush. Didn't do anything. Nice. Let's do this just so that we decrease attack bar. I mean, you know we're not gonna land on the werewolf, so there we go. I suppose we'll just do more immunity. We did what we needed to do with the Odin. Now we're just seeing. we're just waiting for an opening. We're just waiting for an opening. Let's do. I make this mistake sometimes. Is not doing that. It's a 3-turn defense break. We really should be cleansing it. Defensive stance. Let's do this. I don't want... Oh, we didn't get it. Alright. It's fine. If Theomars ever violent procs, then we should be okay. I mean, we're already okay. We're already going to be fine, but... There... Oh, there we go. We didn't even need Theomars to violent proc. That violent proc. So... Yep. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? We're going to test it out against this one now. It's kind of a meme, though, because it's kind of the 4-star version of Desarion. He's a fire unit. He has some kind of damage mitigation, and also he has Oblivion. So he's kind of the 4-star version of Desarion. We're going to take it, though. But it's basically, it's kind of a mirror match. Kind of. Is it? Kind of. Okay. Oh. I was expecting them to... Well, actually, I don't know why I was expecting them to cut. I don't know. I don't know who's faster than who, so... Alright. And now we can Oblivion. Just kidding. That was a trick question. Now we cannot Oblivion. Alright, let's do this. You know, it's just Summoner's War RNG. Summoner's War RNG is Summoner's War RNG. Now we can Oblivion. No, we can't. Let's go for... We should have probably still... Okay. Well, you know what? They have a resistance leader skill. So... Maybe they should resist a little bit at least. With a resistance leader skill. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. There. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm not that worried about the dots. Let's do this. We get triple crushed, but we don't have the crit resist. So now we have the crit resist. Alright, let's see. Doesn't matter, does it? We have no openings. I feel like this is going to be a common situation of not having any opening. Well, this doesn't say phrasing is not phrasing. Resistance again. Wonderful. Very, very nice. Oh, so excited about that resistance again. That makes the whole video much more exciting when we don't land the debuffs. See, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he has for his skill 3. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter post or pre-buff. Doesn't really, or change really, because it's more of a change than a straight up buff, right? They took things away. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. If the skills don't actually do anything, if they get resisted, it really doesn't matter what he does with skill 3. All right, let's do this strategic. Oh, we got it. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Let's do one of these. Let's just do this. I kind of want to heal, but I also don't want that to... Don't you love that? Don't you love how all these videos now, it's so wonderful. All these videos now is just motorcycles outside. Every single video. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. It's sarcasm. I think eventually we got this. I want to say, as soon as Theomars does Theomars things, we might be okay. Maybe we go on to the next battle. Next up in the game of Do Our Debuffs Land, we're going to try it out against this team. They have 3 units that we can potentially not land our debuffs on. All right. Not too worried about that. I was more worried about the AoE, but let's do this. Skill 3. Let's do... I suppose we'll do one of these. Have we been ever violent procking with... I don't think he's violent... I don't think he's violent procced. I don't think he's landed his skills. I don't think he's done a lot of things. Let's do strategic prevention. Just kidding. I didn't want to do that anyway. All right. Fantastic. We're off to a great start. Clearly, we're off to a great start. All right, let's do triple crush. This could have been all done without him even being on the battlefield. I guess he had the crit resist, though, so there is that. Let's do Grassland Tribe Totem. Let's do... we didn't get it. All right. I like how they strip and they get additional turns and like everything works in the opponent's favor. But when we want to do like, it's why am I why am I this is Summoner's War. It's been like this forever. It will continue to be like this until the end of time. The eternal question of do our debuff. We're not just not landing any debuffs from anyone. Yep. It's irrelevant. It really is irrelevant what his skill 3 is. Was it the old one? Was it the new one? Doesn't matter. Not gonna land. Skill 2 is okay. I suppose. I suppose our skill 2 will be enough. Will have to be enough. Now we're just waiting for Theomars to violent proc. Hey, there we go. Oh, now we violent proc. Okay. Now we're Gucci. Let's do this. That's nice. Grassland Tribe Totem, and now he's done. Unless we glance. All right, cool. So that one I should have just gone for him from the beginning. Nice. So that worked. All we need is 9,000 Theomars. One for each. It doesn't really need to be Theomars. I'm just taking him in because he's a damage dealer. He has a defense break. And he has a leader skill. Because the other units don't have leader skills. This doesn't really matter. We're just going to auto it anyway. Now we're going to take the recently buffed Duamatef into the recently bounce patch modified nerfed Kinky. So this should, in theory, a lot of things work in theory, and then you actually see the gameplay and you're like, that don't work. That don't work like it's supposed to. So this should, in theory, counter a lot of this team because we have 2 units with passive, so we're going to hopefully Oblivion them with skill 3. And then we have the cleanse block, and then we have the crit resist and the defense buff. So the defense buff actually, between the attack power buff and the defense buff, works pretty nicely with Kinky. That's why there's a nice combination with him. And then the crit resist is going to work. Let's do this. Nice, we actually landed it. Okay, we don't have, we didn't violent proc, so we didn't get the defense buff. We violent proc over here, though. We probably should have just gone for skill 1. We didn't really need to do skill 2 there, but it's fine. So far, actually worked pretty decently. And then we do defensive stance. And then we do, and we don't have an attack power buff, so we won't go for Kinky just yet, because he's going to keep revenging if we don't have either Oblivion or attack power buff on the Kaki. Speaking of Oblivion, speaking of, I don't know why I thought we were going to actually get it. Hey, speaking of Oblivion, that's a debuff that you're not going to get right now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now we can do that. Oh, nice. Right? All good. He didn't get a violent proc. Nice. Is this going to be enough to kill? Let's find out. That was pretty solid. That was enough to kill. Okay, so this team actually did work. I was going to say somewhat work, but it actually did. It did work. But he does Oblivion now, which 2 of those units on the defense have passives, and then he prevented the Lulu from cleansing the Oblivion from those 2 units, which is actually pretty nice. So anyway, that's it for this one. That is Duamatef. He's better than he was before. He's not God tier, but he's better than he was before. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna go sleep now. I will see you as always in the next one.